Hey, my name is Jeff Boris, and I get to be the arts director at the Yellow Box. I cannot explain how much I'm completely geeked about the All-In initiatives over the next few years and what it's going to mean to our weekend experience. The expanded and improved auditorium and lobby space will help us reach and make room for the 68% of people in our area who are not yet in a relationship with Jesus or connected to a church community. The 1,100-seat auditorium will enable us to accommodate more people into services at our peak hours, making it way easier to invite friends, families, and coworkers. The design and technology of the room will encourage more and various expressions of art to help us fully illustrate who God is and who He desires us to be. The auditorium is also being designed as a versatile space that will enable us to host more conferences, concerts, theater productions, and other events that will give people just another reason to visit the Yellow Box. We don't want the weekend service to be a destination in and of itself. We have always seen the weekends as a gathering place for people to be encouraged, inspired, and equipped to actually be the church wherever God has placed them. With that in mind, we're also going to renovate our lobby as a place to send people out to be difference makers in the world and resource them with tools to share their story. If you've been around here for any time, then you know that we exist to help people find their way back to God. That is the heartbeat of who we are, and we fully believe the new auditorium and lobby space will encourage and make it easier for people like my friends Bryce and Rosemary to walk in for the first time.
My name is Bryce Massengale. This is my wife, Rosemary. We've been coming to the Yellow Box for about 2 years, moved here from Texas with our daughters, Shania and Faith. We're a blended family. I've been married 3 times. I have 2 other daughters. I adopted Shania, her oldest daughter, and we have a daughter together. That brings about some very difficult situations at times. That really pull between her and I as a man and wife. We were going through a lot of that when we first got here.
My daughter said, okay, if we move, can we go to church every day, not only on holidays? We'd never had a church home.
We really weren't on a journey in a walk with God at all. And I told Dave, early on, he had a sermon about relationship issues. And he said, some of you people may be even talking about we're either going to make it or we're going to not make it. And there's even a time that we're going to decide whether to stay married.
Prior to being here at the Yellow Box, we had a lot of years that we were far from God. So there were a lot of years that we made bad decisions. And so it was hard. The first few months after we moved here were very, very hard.
I said we're at the back row discussing that if our marriage doesn't get better, if we don't improve in the next year, we need to go our separate ways. This church, our experience with the Yellow Box, changed all of that. It brought us closer together as a married couple, as a family, our walk with God. It started us on the right path. I don't know where we would be had we not made this move and come into this church. We try to get involved in some small groups. Not all of them work because of the time frame, but we found one on Sunday night that fit my schedule because I travel so much. And it just worked out perfectly for us to be able to become more involved. It became more than just going to church on Sunday morning.
It's very helpful to me to be able to find other people that are on the same journey as we are, and to have that feedback, and it's essential to my daily life, and it's made a huge difference in the lives of us and the lives of our daughters.
Something that I never would have done in the past until coming to Yellow Box was talk about church to people that I work with, friends of mine, telling my story a little bit and how my life has changed with my experiences here, and trying to share that and encourage others to come as well. I want my friends to have the same thing that I'm experiencing.
It's not enough to attend a church and just go on Sundays. That has completely changed our view of God, my walk with God. So when I think of being all in, I think of what our motto is here at the church, helping people find their way back to God. And that's what he's done for us, and that's what I want to do for others.